Hey, Lauren, this looks so much better. This is coming along wonderfully. I really think it is. Um, okay. All right. So one thing I noticed is I don't see the cover, the front or back cover. So I'm sure knowing you, it's in the works. So not too worried about that at all. So what do we have here? So this would be the first spread. So this would be page what, Lauren? This would be if you started with just the open the cover blank page. This would be page. Um, I'm sorry. This would be page two. Always going to have odd pages on the right hand side. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? So on the other side of this page is page one, and then the cover's on the other side of that. So this would start at page two. So I wouldn't mind seeing you put some page numbers in here, aka folios. Um, I think the pull quote is too. Boy, I'll tell you what. I don't think you need a pull quote on the first page, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, because I think that I don't. I think this is just overdone. I think you're trying to say too much with image right here, and because you've got this image here, and as I was going to say, it leads to this image here. So use one, but don't use both, because I think this for an opening page, I think this is too dense, and then we go straight to image. So, I mean, that is okay as a technique, but I would like to see you turn this more into a two-page typographic spread with a little bit more air between your type over here. So in other words, I think it's a mistake for the viewer to turn the page and to see this kind of densely packed type on the first page, because it's a lot to read, and we do that. We're human beings. We're kind of lazy. So when we look at these pages with densely packed type, we go, maybe I'll just skip right over to here. Oh, that's much better. I can read that quickly. That's what we do, okay? Now, so what my suggestion is this, is the headline's cool. I would use the subhead up here. I mean, um, I would use that as not a pull quote, but some sort of a typographic um, uh, composition to introduce the article. So in other words, maybe you could use this type right here on this to create, and I don't even think let's just use a standard headline, okay? I think it would be better instead of putting it on its side. Headline, James Victory, my ideas are not for everyone, and I don't care. So you would have your title, your deck, okay, and then we'd come down here and we would start somewhere, I don't know where, maybe right there, as where you would start your type, okay? So then you would start your type and then maybe move over to this page and continue with your type. Now, don't forget, if you don't have to, you don't need the kind of alignment here you would need on another page, because if you start your type down here, it's because this space is reserved for the title, meaning that you can come up here and wherever you decide to start your type on, looks like here you're at the half-inch line or so. That's where you would start your type here, possibly, or in some derivative of the grid. I think it would going up, that would just be too much. Okay, but we need type on this kind of. You could probably see if you can work this image into this page if you want to keep it. But again, I don't think you need both images of the portrait. Okay, now let's talk about this page and the density. Again, I think that your character count here is over 100 in some cases. And remember what your optimal character count for something like this. I'm going to go with 45 to 65 characters, 49 to 65 characters or so, which is going to tailor make this for a 2-column spread. Now, you know that because you've jumped into it. This is weird over here. I'm just not feeling this page at all. I mean, I know we had problems with that at first, but then you go to this page. This is a lovely page. It's wonderful. Too much space around your pull quote. Let's reduce that space a little bit. This page is mechanically, it's nice. I'm not real sure what the derivative of the grid is here, but for sure you have your 2 main columns of text and your 2 sidebars. So that's pretty interesting use of white space. This is another beautiful page. I love it. I love it. You got your 2 columns, and then you got your sidebar here, or oversized margins, as it were. Okay? Now, this is where I'm just not feeling it, okay? Just watch the regularity in type. There is none whatsoever. Okay, watch this page. Okay, then we go to this page. Oh, it's over here. Oh, and then there's a half column. We go to this page. Oh, wait, now we go to this 2-column, wider 2-column, but less wide than the full column. Okay, I can deal with that. Let's go there, read through that, then we get through that. Okay, let's turn the page. Well, wait, okay, changing gears again. Okay, now 2-column, 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 2-column. Next, wait, back to this. The viewer is going to be freaking out mentally by the time they're done with the publication. They are. It's just because there's too many changes and the mind can't handle it. Let me ask you a question. Does it look like this page and this page and this page belong in the same publication? It's really difficult because the margins are so much different, or this page and this page. They don't look like they're part of the same publication at all. And that's what we need. We need consistency. Okay? So I say this. I say pick a grid and stick with it. Watch your alignment. Be dogmatic with your alignment. Okay? And yes, I am teaching modernism. I teach modernism because the reason being is because I think you need, as an introductory class, you need a solid foundation to build on. So we're giving you the solid foundation by teaching you and really adhering, like I said, almost dogmatically to the grid. And I think that once we get that down, you're able as a student to look at that and say, okay, I get it. These are the basic rules. Now I can start to break them. As opposed to you're just breaking the rules almost, what's the word I want? Randomly. Okay, are you following me? I hope so. I hope so, because this piece has a lot of potential. It's got great feel, and your type, you know what you're doing typographically. It's layout that I'm a little bit more worried about. Okay, let's take a look at your type. Okay, so character count again, too long. Rags are kind of funny. You get some weird shapes with your rags. I mean, nobody wants to fix their rags ever, but you got to. You must fix your rags. Okay, I can hear my design teachers from way back when going, "You must fix your rags." So, okay, again, just really inconsistent. So you're setting the viewer up to want to continue on this page, and then they turn the page and they have to go, "Oh, type's way over here." Okay, continued on the next page. I don't know. Do you need that? These are good. You're starting to get some patterns. Rags are much better on this page. You're starting to get some patterns, like right there's a pattern. You don't want patterns. This is good. This is good. This is good. Good rags on this page. Okay. Let me see. What do we have? Good type. Excellent. What is that? That's weird down there. I don't know what it is. It just looks like it's dangling. It's pretty weird. Look at that pattern. That's not good. Whoa. See that? It goes like this, like an S. Okay, good type. Character count, probably too long. Check it. Character count includes your spaces and punctuation, by the way. Good space between. I like that. I think that's so clean. Your space between paragraphs instead of an indent with the space between with left align. I love it. And that's that's actually my choice of type. My first choice is left align, rag right, space between to demarcate paragraphs. Such a classy look. There's too much type here to use italic. Italic, I recommend no more than one sentence, if not just a few. It's to draw emphasis. It's not for decorating a whole text block. Okay. Now you got some funny stuff going over here. So those are, why not small caps? Excuse me. Why not small caps over here? 401. Why not old-fashioned numerals? Old style numerals. 10, 15. There, old style numerals. Okay, pretty good. Technically, you see those little bullets? Those need to be hung over that margin. Okay, it's called hung Punctuation, research it. It's easy to do, simple and InDesign. Again, small caps. This all caps is decimating your cap line here. So small caps there. Okay. Okay, and that's all I have. Okay, I'm over 10 minutes. I'm sorry I went so long, but that's it. That's what I have. Okay, any questions at all? Feel free to give me a holler. Okay, thanks.